Welcome to Quantum Polarity Loop. We explore ideas and build them best we can. Here's my little audio studio. My dad built this cool rack. Tray was actually built for cat food and then it didn't work, so I repurposed it. This is my friend Luna. Hi. EU Spectrum, new cables. What's that? Vault, stereo analog delay from Walrus. Monumental by the same company. Mary's Hydra, Sloyer. Memory Boy, and then plasma pedal. It is so bizarre, and it's also so good. Box here. This is where the 500 series modules will go. The whole box is stereo cables. Hi Rockstar. Rockstar. Sure, Rockstar. Hi Rockstar. And Rockstock too. So yeah, these are TRCs. And I got all of this. I moved a bunch of stuff like twice. And I thought it sounded alright, you know? But then I spent some time with ChatGPT and I found out that most of the guitar pedals are unbalanced and require a TC cable. This is my work. I do vector art and I love tracing. So this is traced analog recorder. This was restored. I bought this originally on eBay. I think it cost me like $100. I'm not even kidding. The belts snapped within like a month after. There's just an overload of vitamins. Trying to be extra healthy. Here is the painting that my nephew did. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Check out my lamp. Doesn't that look awesome? It's a little ambient light. Mixer. Good morning. It's the next day of recording. I just realized this is really hard to do, especially when you have other people in the house, because it sounds like you're talking to yourself. Let's just start slowly so we're moving forward. Let's see here. Man, this page sucks. All right, so that's step 2. So let's do step 1. By the way, this guitar was a gift from my nephew. You guys could see it. It has thicker strings. It has that. Right? So I had to change the tuners twice. Again, I'm not sure you guys can see it. Like this. I created like a little inserts. It sounds amazing. Let me just like, I'm not a guitar player, but it sounds all right. Let's move this. You know, I wonder, maybe this is telling me this here, you know? It might need to be right here somewhere. Do we need it to be right in the middle? Let's see. I I like it like in the middle. Something like this. You'll be able to go this way. You can also go all the way here. All right, so I have no idea what I'm doing. That's the height, and there's a bolt in the middle. What the? Like over here, that would be like good proportionate. What is this? Alright. It says here, just screw something in. That does not look like in the manual, but I don't understand. What am I working with? There's just nothing here. Ow. Could someone like explain to me what is that? Like what's going on over here? Is this like it doesn't say that this is like bald or anything, right? Like look at the picture. It looks like an airplane or something. With a wing. Is this part A, B, C, D, E, F? Is this the freaking thing? This is what they mean. So they might have just put like a little note. Just something. Like this is just the most laziest instructions that I've seen. Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, pretty comfy too. We don't have access here. That's fine, because we can move this like so. Amazing. So we need to go out, and only then. How can you not move this thing up? This is helpful. Let's say we are. Man, I'm never gonna get used to this shit. That's definitely like a pro gaming right here. Decided to make a little bit of food. Pork ribs. That's Summer. She's our neighbor cat. You can see her, right? There she is. It's alright. No need to worry. Maybe you don't eat pork, then I totally understand, but you're missing out. So I'm gonna go eat this while you guys wait. Let's see, so this looks like something I got from Amazon. You can guess what it is, but you're most likely not going to guess right. These are supposed to work with the power supply. Look at that. Huh? So far, so good. I hear it. We're going to hook this up, make sure everything is routed. So hold that thought. I got here something else. I love packages. So fast. So I ordered this yesterday. I think this screams and probably screams in a very high-pitched way. So let's take a look. It feels a little hefty, you know. It does feel like it's been. Doesn't feel like it's a light pedal. Feels like it has some weight to it. Where's my zombie apocalypse knife? Knife? I feel like I am opening a body. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. It feels really good. So this is DC electronic overdrive. Tube pilot. Cabling, right? We're doing cables. Okay, so we're going to start with power cable. Let's see how we could potentially route it. I know that in the instructions they said that there are like ways to route it. So let's take a look really quick. Let's run this a little bit like that. Alright, so it's asking for zip ties. Okay. Zip ties, we can do that. And this sucks. We don't have enough cable. What is this? This is all we have. It's pointless. We do what we can. Taking that cover. Somehow. Got it. Okay. This has gotta be the worst design in the world. You're supposed to like hold this all the time? Or what? Seriously, like have a hinge here. Just at the factory they would just slide it in, like and then put a piston in, and that's it. You're done. Apple does the same thing. They name things worth like Apple Intelligence. Like, really? Like, why not just AI? And that's it. Now, let's say I want to move this. Okay. Yeah, right. Good luck moving this. I feel like someone's gonna comment and say, dude, this is not how you set it up. Watch this video. And I swear I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna kick your ass. And then you can kick my ass. Or you kick my ass and then I'll go home. Whatever, right? Whichever way works. Forget everything I said before, because this shit sucks. Okay, so at least with the display port, I can do this. It's not ideal. Like, eventually, like, I'll pick it up, right? It's just for now. Like, I know that it's not ideal. Like, there's this stuff keeps bothering me, but I can't for the love of me understand, like, how to make it function like that. As long as we can do this for now, that's great. But connecting with your own self. Okay, so we'll just leave it like that. And we'll worry about this a little bit later. Hey, I just wanted to share a quick update. I ordered a couple cables and we're going to visit together garage. So let's do that. For some reason, I made a mess with recording and I didn't record audio. So I just wanted to fill in here off camera. This is a 2-tier stand for auto, compressor, warmer, and then the 12-bit delay. And this follows a schematic that I developed. So maybe I'll put it on the screen right now for you guys to take a look. So here's the Illustrator file. I basically mocked up the bracket, the shelf bracket, measured it, and created a mock-up of the device. These are safe zones. What does this angle do? This angle shows where the knobs start and how much they need clearance, especially when the device is under a specific angle itself. So everything you see here are these 3mm bamboo sticks, and these little dots, those are just supports for the devices themselves. And then I saw runes and I thought that was pretty neat. And I decided to, adjust this, especially like in this section. And this is something that could still possibly evolve into a real thing. So this is almost what we have right now. So the only difference is that our devices are perhaps a little bit more like this. This is very early concept. I spent a lot of time just thinking how this could work. But I'm really happy how it came out. But it does have a little bit of a bubble. And we're gonna take a look at that right after we check out the shelf for Vault. So let's do that. For the Vault, we decided to use the L brackets and try to, where we can, not use glue, so that way we could disassemble it and adjust it as needed. Here you see that we're using Kids Construction Kit. They have a bunch of these metal brackets that is actually really useful, and they're really hard to find in the hardware store. So my dad cut one in 2 halves, and it works really well in supporting Vault. The reason they're this height is because the inputs, the way they're positioned, there needs to be a pretty decent amount of clearance, and you'll see that there's basically no room for cable to run. It's also like, it's my dad's work. It's something nice to have from your dad, and it's just a good feeling to honor it. So here I'm showing a different angle where you can see from this shot approximate difference between 2 legs instead. But notice how there's a beam under it. So I thought that was an issue, but when you really look at how the horizontal line is, that beam is actually okay. I still thought that maybe that could be an issue, so I ended up adjusting it, and we'll spend some time looking at that. So what we're doing here is we're trying to fix that wobble that this particular 2-tier stand has. So you can see that I'm using a saw. It's pretty good, but it wasn't quite exactly the right probably tool to use, because that little piece that connects the blade to the handle, it kept hitting one of the legs. So yeah, I did what I could with just that blade. So here's the look after that piece was cut. You see there's a little bit of bend. In a way, this is done on purpose. Because the blade went a little bit sideways, you know, might as well have this little bend. So I'm using the Dremel to smooth it out. I actually love Dremel a lot. I have used it on the project, and I could also show you guys. I made like a hidden compartment book made completely out of bamboo. I'll show you guys a picture of it, and then you tell me whether you would like to take a look at, for a deeper dive on that. And again, this is just like a quite uncomfortably to work on. And remember, I really thought that this particular part was why there was a bubble. So I didn't realize this was something else. But here's the shot where how it came out. I think it looks pretty neat. It looks balanced. So I think this is what I'm realizing, that this is not the actual beam, and supports themselves are not aligned properly. So that's something to iron out. So in order to like adjust this, right, you would need to kind of take it apart in a way. So this could be a bit of could be some work. So for now, we're just gonna use that. But once we do have everything's connected, then we'll take it back into the shop and adjust it properly. So yeah, so that's that. We tried. Let's move on. Good morning. This is day 3 of Quantum Polarity Loop. I woke up like an hour ago. I'm still drowsy from the medication. I don't like it at all, but I can't sleep without it. So what we're doing right now, we're going to return some cables at Whole Foods. That only took 2 hours. We have a lot of work to do. First, alright, this is the display port. Pretty nice. These clips, they could come in handy. Let's see what's here. Connect more. My handy tool. USB-B. Ginormous port. Alright, I think everyone at home probably thinks that I lost my mind already. But I am talking. Never understood the point of including these. It's just a waste of paper. Just write it on the package, say like, you know, it complies with some BS government stuff, and like I mean, seriously, where is that? Alright, welcome to the underworld. You guys ready for this? Alright, what we got here? Original. I've had this for probably a good 12 years. The spaghetti sauce. There's no if. If is a state. Yeah, take care of your PCs. Doesn't matter whether you can or you can't. Unless you really don't care. Look at this. I can't even like properly route this without it scratching this stupid plastic. How are you want us to connect this without making us frustrated? Oh, thank goodness gracious. This should not be so hard. Oh, seriously, guys. Here's to your health. I mean, it starts to look a little bit more civilized. You know what this reminds me? GLaDOS. It looks pretty. It looks alright from this angle. Hold on, is this it? Oh, dude. Seriously. Go clean your computer. All right. Wow, that was quick. You know, part of me wants to disassemble it and return it. You know, just in case, let's put something heavy on it. Here. Maybe this is just talking to me like, hey, why? You're always limited by this piece. Wait. You are always limited by this piece. Okay. So maybe we don't have this piece. You can do that, right? That's how it showed in the manual. I mean, what we gotta lose? Let's give it a shot. Maybe that's... Not maybe, let's give it a shot, and then we'll insert maybes. So let's lift it. I lifted it a couple times and it's a little scary. And you do it. Oh, hold on. See how handy this is? I'm telling you guys, we are a surviving zombie apocalypse. You're joking. Oh, all right, I'm pretty much done with you. Come on. You have a last chance. And even when I can't return you, I'll drive you to the recycling station myself. What are you afraid of? Oh, thank God. This defeats the whole purpose. Cables are running from the wrong side. You gotta be joking. Why is everything so difficult? Robust. What did we do? You can swap the engine by this point. Hold for dear life, my dear. You're gonna be fine. The lamp said it should work. Let's see. Let me just sit down for a moment. Like, I've been here for like hours. So we got Walt, and we got this guy. Let's just try here because why not? Here, be useful for once. I don't trust this thing. Tuber, we have a job. Don't complain. All right, brace yourselves. I'm not responsible for any damage. It's not bad. I for some reason thought that I could move this way up high, like somewhere here, and I don't know what happened. Oh, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I could totally dig this. we did it. I think that looks pretty good.